Carrier Transicold's eSolutions telematics system relies on cell towers to communicate between the module and the server. North American wireless carriers move to phase out 3G service. Fleets that currently have a 3G telematics module will need to upgrade their equipment to a 4G module. This video provides a step-by-step guide for the removal of the eSolutions 3G telematics module and installing a new 4G module. The video is divided into 4 sections, as outlined below. Section 1, preparing to install the new 4G module. Section 2, removal of the 3G module and installation of the new 4G module. Section 3, installing a new 4G antenna. You will need the following parts and tools to complete the installation of the eSolutions Telematics 4G module. eSolution Telematics 4G module, 4G antenna and wiring harness, wire cutter, 5mm socket, and a T10 Torx bit. Once you have determined that you have all the parts and tools you need, you should verify that the module on the refrigeration unit is a 3G module. X4TRU. The telematics module is located on the left side of the X4 refrigeration unit, above the Apex control system and behind the lower left-hand door. Vector TRU. The telematics module is located on the right side of the Vector refrigeration unit, behind the lower right side door. A 3G module versus a 4G module is determined by the module serial number. This same number is commonly referred to as the device ID. This can be found on the silver nameplate attached to the telematics module. If the device ID starts with GNRB, it is a 3G module. If the device ID starts with GSS, it is a 4G module. An eSolutions telematics system user can also look on the telematics website and check the device ID column on the asset view for the asset ID. If it's determined the asset does have a 3G module installed, the following are the instructions on how to remove it and replace it with a new 4G module. To remove the 3G module, first, cut the wire ties securing the module harness to the 3G module with wire cutters. Then remove the cap over the antenna connections by removing the 2 screws with a T10 Torx bit. Now disconnect the red and blue antenna leads. Next, release the red locking tab on the 24-pin connector with a small flat screwdriver. Then remove the 24-pin connector from the module by pressing the locking tab and pulling the 24-pin connector free of the module. Finally, remove the 4 nylock nuts holding the 3G module to the mounting bracket with a 5mm socket. To install the new 4G module, first attach the new 4G module to the mounting bracket over the 5mm threaded studs on the refrigeration unit and secure with the 4 nylock nuts with a 7mm socket. Then attach the antenna connectors. They are color-coded and keyed so they can't be plugged in wrong. Make sure you hear a click when installing and verify they are secure. Next, secure the 24-pin connector and reinstall the red locking tab. Ensure the 24-pin connector is fully seated and the locking pin is in its locked position. Make sure the harness is positioned down or under the module. This will prevent water from getting into the module. Finally, install the new wire ties to secure the eSolutions harness to the module. The next step in the installation process is to visually verify whether there is a 3G or a 4G antenna installed on the refrigeration unit. The antenna is located on top of the trailer refrigeration unit on the frame member next to the trailer front wall. Below are photos of a 3G and 4G antenna. The difference is the 4G antenna has a 1-inch plastic spacer between the antenna and the mounting bracket. The 3G antenna mounts directly to the bracket. If the antenna on the refrigeration unit you're working on has a 3G antenna, it must be replaced with a 4G antenna. To replace a 3G antenna with a 4G antenna, first, remove the cap over the antenna connections by removing the 2 screws with a T10 Torx bit. Then use wire cutters to clip all wire ties securing the antenna wire to the frame. Note the path in which the antenna wires are routed, as you will need to route the new antenna wires in the exact same path. Next, remove the antenna from the frame. There are 2 M6 screws securing the antenna to the frame. Then install the new 4G antenna in the same spot as the 3G with its 2 M6 screws. Route the antenna wire on the frame exactly where the 3G antenna wires were routed and secure with new wire ties. Finally, attach the antenna connectors. They are color-coded and keyed, so they can't be plugged in wrong. Make sure you hear a click when installing and verify they're secure. An eSolutions telematics user is required to perform the auto configuration process through the website after the new 4G module is installed. For instructions on the auto configuration process, please log in to the eSolutions website at esolutions.carrier.com and follow the steps outlined below. Click on the main menu button located on the upper right of the eSolutions website. Then click on Training. Then click on Customer Training. And finally, click on Auto Configure.